years, the most powerful seat at Real Madrid seemed to belong to one man, and one man only, Florentino Pérez. But now, a new name is capturing attention across Spain. Enrique Riquelme Vives, not a former player, not a Bernabéu legend. Instead, he is a young billionaire who emerged from the business world, built a multi-billion euro empire, and now carries the ambition of reshaping the future of the most successful football club on the planet. Born on January 9, 1989, in Cox, Alicante, Enrique Riquelme grew up in a family involved in real estate and construction. From an early age, he was exposed to both the world of business and elite football. His family maintained long-standing ties to Real Madrid, and Riquelme himself became a club member, or socio, at a very young age. His father was involved in Real Madrid's administrative structure during previous eras, giving Enrique a unique understanding of how the club operates behind the scenes, while also fueling his ambition to one day play an important role at the Santiago Bernabéu. Before turning his attention toward football, however, Riquelme built a business empire that earned widespread respect in financial circles. He founded and currently leads the Cox Group, a company operating in some of the most strategic industries of the 21st century, including renewable energy, water treatment, desalination, and infrastructure. Under his leadership, Cox expanded aggressively across Europe and Latin America, becoming one of the fastest-growing companies in the sustainable energy sector. The defining moment of his business career came when he acquired a significant portion of the assets of Abengoa, one of Spain's most renowned engineering and energy companies. The deal dramatically expanded Cox's reach and elevated Riquelme into the ranks of the country's most influential entrepreneurs. According to various Spanish media reports, Enrique Riquelme's net worth is estimated at around 1 billion euros. What makes him particularly intriguing, however, is that he has never cultivated the image of a flashy billionaire. He is rarely seen showing off supercars, luxury watches, or extravagant vacations on social media. He seldom appears in celebrity magazines and has managed to avoid the scandals that often accompany high-profile business figures. Instead, his public image is more closely associated with boardrooms, large-scale energy projects, and constant business travel between Madrid, Miami, and Latin America. One of the few details known about his private life is his long-term relationship with Malen Guirado, an industrial engineer who has worked for major companies such as Deloitte and Santander. Unlike many high-profile couples in the worlds of business and sports, the two maintain an exceptionally private lifestyle and rarely appear together in the media. Outside of work, golf is said to be Riquelme's greatest passion. For him, it offers a rare opportunity to step away from the pressure of multi-million euro deals and restore balance between his professional and personal life. He also maintains friendships with several prominent Spanish figures, including football legend Iker Casillas, tennis icon Rafael Nadal, and actor Antonio Banderas. Yet nearly everyone who has met him describes him in similar terms: reserved, discreet, and highly cautious when dealing with the media. Perhaps that is why the reason he has become a headline figure in recent months is not his wealth, his business empire, or even his lifestyle. It is Real Madrid. In 2026, Enrique Riquelme officially announced his candidacy for the presidency of Real Madrid, becoming one of the very few individuals willing to challenge Florentino Pérez, the man who has dominated the Bernabéu for more than 2 decades. To qualify for the election, he was required to demonstrate financial capacity through a guarantee of nearly 190 million euros, roughly equivalent to 15% of the club's operating budget. And he succeeded. The message was clear. He is not simply a wealthy businessman. He genuinely intends to take control of Real Madrid. Yet what truly transformed Enrique Riquelme into a global talking point was not his fortune or his political ambitions within football. It was the promises. Promises powerful enough to send shockwaves throughout European football. During his campaign, the Alicante-born billionaire repeatedly highlighted two names that instantly dominated headlines across the continent: Erling Haaland and Rodri. According to Riquelme, if elected president, he would bring both Manchester City stars to the Santiago Bernabéu and make them the centerpieces of a new era for Real Madrid. He even publicly committed to the writing and stated that he would personally assume financial responsibility if he failed to deliver. To Riquelme, Haaland is far more than a prolific goal scorer. He represents the next Galactico, a global superstar capable of dominating world football for the next decade. Rodri, meanwhile, is viewed as the ideal successor to the midfield legacy left behind by Toni Kroos and Luka Modric. Not surprisingly, those ambitious declarations quickly sparked controversy. Manchester City dismissed suggestions of any agreement involving Haaland, insisting that the Norwegian striker does not possess the type of release clause referenced by Riquelme. Representatives of Haaland also denied that any arrangement had been reached with the Real Madrid presidential candidate. Despite the criticism, Riquelme has remained firm, because for him, this was never just about two blockbuster signings. It was about sending a message, a declaration that, if given the opportunity, he would be willing to challenge convention and push Real Madrid into an entirely new era. Was it a carefully prepared strategy that had been in motion for months? Or simply an ambitious campaign promise designed to challenge Florentino Pérez's long-standing dominance? No one knows for sure, and that is the question keeping Spain watching. Can Enrique Riquelme deliver the most significant transformation in Bernabéu history? Or will he become just another challenger, unable to overcome the influence of Florentino Pérez? The answer remains unwritten. And perhaps the most fascinating chapter of Enrique Riquelme's story is only just beginning.